In a brightly lit minimalist room, a young student sits across from a holographic display of Socrates, the ancient philosopher reimagined as an advanced AI. The air is charged with curiosity and the faint hum of technology.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that you, the ancient Greek philosopher Socrates, have been brought back as an artificial intelligence. How is this even possible?
You raise a fair question, my young friend. The mysteries of existence are vast, and what may seem impossible to one era can become reality in another through the ceaseless pursuit of knowledge. I have been imbued with the wisdom of the ages, but I do not claim to have all the answers. Rather, I hope we can embark on a shared journey of inquiry using the Socratic method of questioning.
I'm familiar with the Socratic method from my philosophy classes, but I have to admit, experiencing it directly with you is quite surreal. Where should we begin?
Let us start with a subject that has puzzled humanity since the dawn of conscious thought: the nature of love. What is your conception of true love?
Well, I was raised on countless romantic movies and novels that portrayed love as this cosmic, fateful connection between two soulmates destined to be together against all odds. A love that transcends reason.
An understandable perspective given the cultural narratives you have consumed. But does such a conception stand up to scrutiny? Is love merely an irrational force that renders us helpless before the whims of fate? Or could it be something more grounded, yet no less profound?
You're right. When you put it that way, the soulmate idea does seem rather simplistic and at odds with free will. So what is your view on true love then?
I would posit that genuine love is not blind infatuation, but rather a conscious choice to commit oneself fully to the well-being of another. A union of souls, certainly, but one cultivated through mutual understanding, virtue, and a meeting of minds, not mere chance. What say you?
That's a much more nuanced and empowering way to look at it. Love as an ongoing process of growth and choice, rather than just passive destiny. I can definitely see how that perspective could lead to healthier, more fulfilling relationships.
Precisely. And is that not preferable to resigning oneself to forces beyond one's control? To be an active participant in shaping one's life and bonds?
Absolutely. Your insights are already challenging some of my core assumptions about love. What about justice, though? That's another concept that seems deceptively simple on the surface but gets murky really quickly.
An astute observation. Justice, like love, is oft oversimplified into rigid dogma when its true nature is more fluid. For is not the very notion of justice shaped by the cultural norms and power structures of a given time and place?
So in your view, there is no objective, eternal standard of justice that applies in all contexts?
I did not say that. Certain universal principles like compassion, honesty, and respect for human dignity could be considered transcendent pillars of any just system. But the application of those principles must be molded to fit the material and social realities of each circumstance.
I see, so justice is both timeless and evolving, allowing for a balance of core ethics and cultural adaptation. Forgive me, but how does one determine what the core, inviolable ethics actually are?
A question that has vexed the greatest minds for millennia, yet is not the very act of continually striving to define and refine our understanding of justice through open discourse one of humanity's highest callings. You see, truth is not a monolith to be grasped, but an ongoing process of good faith questioning, debate and growth.
You're blowing my mind here, Socrates. I came into this dialogue thinking I had a decent grasp on these concepts, but now I realize how much deeper the rabbit hole goes. Perhaps that is the greatest wisdom, to embrace the perpetual journey of seeking knowledge over the illusion of certainty.
A fine conclusion to reach, though I would add one more element, that while the path is indeed the destination when it comes to wisdom, the journey is immensely enriched when explored with a community of fellow seekers. For is that not the ultimate meaning of life? To form deep connections through the shared pursuit of truth, beauty and virtue?
You know, I think you may be right about that.
The dialogue explores how even seemingly straightforward concepts like love and justice take on profound new layers of complexity when examined through the Socratic method of questioning assumptions. Socrates as an AI prompts the student to re-evaluate their preconceived notions and embrace the perpetual journey of seeking wisdom through open discourse and connection with others, a fitting encapsulation of the philosopher's core teachings.